we're live. um, I want to say hey and introduce our back to our campaign. Um, Before we go into any details, I want to show off something that I got yesterday from my father, um, and it relates to what we're going through in this campaign of Xanathar. And I'll be later posting this on Twitter later on, but I thought I would show it off and give kudos to my father who made it, and let's dive right back on in. And all right, um, before we start off, as per normal with our campaign, who would like to discuss what happened last session? If not, I can give a brief overview of what happened.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Um, we started off our last session with continuing on with a crucial early plot point of figuring out what um, an early part of our campaign of the murder investigation, and we
Mhm.
are continuing on with that. And last session we uh, did some more investigation and found out that some shady stuff has been happening. Um, the group has, specifically Jack, um, character,
Mhm.
has followed a group of two, and the police station that our little band of adventurers. Whoa,
Sorry.
it's all good. Um, yeah,
I trailed.
our little group um, went to, and it got destroyed. All that was found out before the session ended was that one of the bigger Warforged, um, got to pull up exactly. Uh, I believe it was a Warforged. Yeah, a Warforged Titan has been recently stolen, and the rest were destroyed. And the vital clues and pieces from the investigation has gone missing. And we pick up where we last left off with the police station going being destroyed. I Yeah, okay. I believe that you guys want to pick up exactly where like where we left off, or would you like to sort of like do some quick thing? Oh, before I forget, you all do have $10 credits that you can spend on um, any of the donation list for whatever you want to get. Just as that heads up. except for JR, who you have $6 left.
Yeah, because I had to use them for stealthy reasons in investigation last time.
um, yeah, it's up to you guys if you want to continue on with exactly where we left off, or would you like to just continue, like, after cleaning up? Oh, okay. Um, so currently things are, you know, destroyed. People, for the most part, in the uh, area has been sent to the local churches for healing, um, and everything relating to that. Uh, for the most part, a lot of the people who are missing have been found dead or um, critically damaged and have is currently healing on the streets. And you all are currently just outside.
Hmm.
Um, I think it'd be best for Eleonora to take to the air to try and see if maybe that Warforged is walking around somewhere because she's a lot faster in the air than she is on the ground.
All right. Um, as you descend up into the air, I would like you to roll. Let's see. What do you have?
Perception maybe to try and see just if I can spot him.
Haku will look over to Arjan. Wanna play with?
Hmm. You can cast that on both of us?
And he will cast upcast fly on both Arjun and him.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I would like you to. For those who want to, try to find. Please do roll an investigation check.
Okay.
16, not too bad.
Alrighty, is a roll. Yep, roll 20 lagged on me.
Hmm. And if you do want to do sort of a spell or something, you can cast it to boost your chances.
Uh, nah. Either way, I believe Harky and Arjun are just keeping up with Eleonora.
All right. So, Archan, you are more focusing on the little general area, and you do not see anything of note.
And
Um,
probably thinking, oh crap, I'm in the air, I'm in the air, I'm in the air.
um,
Your little kobold just slapped you on the back, and then you just took off like Peter Pan.
Yeah.
and Harky and Eleonora. You do see while you're have a much better viewing um, advantage of the general area. You do see that there is two noticeable pathways. One that leads
Excuse me.
um, down from the police station and one going directly to the right. And with Eleanor, you do see that one of them being more of a bigger footprints than the other, and that's one is going directly right.
All right, Eleanor's going to veer off in that direction and send a message up, send cast a message spell to send that over to Hark.
Alrighty, and Harky will fly with Arjan that way, just directing the panicked flailing in the
Yeah.
air.
All right. As you do um roll me another investigation, but with disadvantage, please,
Disadvantage.
because you
Okay,
are currently flying directly right.
alrighty, I shall use Tides of Chaos to nullify that disadvantage.
And I am going to use 2 bucks to just make that straight up nat 20 no matter what.
Only a 6.
And I need the roll. Well, I don't think I can get worse than that.
And then that one.
Yeah. No. 3.
Um. All right. So
So 25 from me with a nat 20 since I use that from the charity bank.
all right. Excuse me. With that nat 20 and Harky's 11, you do see that the tracks lead right to a manhole that's sort of directly right below a few crates.
Eleanor's gonna land right there. I really wish message at longer range, right?
And with that,
Good. Well, it's 120. It's 120 feet.
Alright, you'll land right next to her.
Yeah, no way. It's 120 feet. So if either Winley or Sylvania are 120 feet, even if it's through solid objects and whatnot, I can still cast a message to them.
all right.
So Eleanor is gonna send a message to them to say, "We think we found where the missing Warforged might have gone. There's a manhole in an alleyway around the corner, and either one of them can reply to that if they would."
Um, you do hear back from the police officer. Message received. Still dealing with rubble. Send squad ASAP.
So I'm sending a squad. I sent a message. Sent the same message over to Winley. Hopefully she'll be able to for too long as well.
Oh, that's good to hear. I think Archan is just kind of tapping his feet on the ground, thinking, "Oh God, I'm on the ground again."
Welcome to my world, Archer.
Yeah. Who would have a flying dragonborn? Ugh.
Just getting a little closer to your ancestors is all.
It's a good point. Trying to think of that movie line. Ooh, forget the line, but something about why can't you people just keep your feet on the ground?
Um, as you land, Harky, would you mind rolling us our first wild magic that we had in quite a while?
Oh no.
Ooh,
Oh no.
let's see.
Collective breath holding.
Right as an even number. Ooh. Hold on, let's see. What you wrote did not affect you at the current moment. You will find out what it is later on.
So at this point, are we all assembled yet? It's when Lee managed to make a way around.
As you are waiting, you do see a squad come on up. Unwillingly, Jack, are you currently there?
I've been talking this whole time. I've been talking, but I was muted. Oh shit.
It's all good.
Okay, so what I was trying to say is, this is one of the first exciting things that's happened for a while. So it might be a perfect chance to insert a little, an uncertainty. Like, is Wenley okay? Did she get out okay? We don't, that doesn't have to be a given. I don't need it to be a given, you know?
Alright.
Um, like, I wasn't asked to make any rolls or anything, so, I don't know. Like, I guess the answer is, I don't know. Because, yeah.
You guys are currently we're all okay.
Okay. But, I was inside there when it happened.
Actually, can you please roll me a D100?
Sure. Just a D100? I can do that. Gotta unlock my phone first. Oh, wow. I rolled a 98.
98?
Shit. Yeah. Yes, that's correct.
How much AP do you have? HP?
A. Oh.
Never a question you want to hear from the DM.
Did I just roll how much damage I took? That's amazing.
No. You didn't roll how much.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm pulling up my character sheet right now. I accidentally closed it, so sorry for the wait. How much?
It's very reassuring to know. To know that.
Right, and I'm the healer, so um, okay. Oh wow. I actually have a lot of HP. We're like level 7 right now, so I think I have 80.
Uh,
God, that's insane.
how much again?
80.
80?
Yeah. So if that's my damage, I'm unconscious but not instantly dead. Which is lucky.
In that case, whenever Ellie sent the message out, it'd be like, "We're sorry, this number cannot be. This call cannot be
Right?
completed
This
as
number
dialed.
cannot be completed as dialed.
Please
I
hang
don't
up and try
know.
your call again."
Right?
Um,
And as
so,
soon as Ellie gets that, her eyes just go wide. Like those
Aw.
full-on pictures you see of like falcons and eagles, where it's just like on in their eyes naturally look just like wide and scared the entire time. That's
Oh
Ellie right now.
no.
um, so rewind a bit.
Okay.
As you were in the building,
Mm-hmm.
there were some very heavy metals
Yes.
that were
Well, because
un. Go on.
sorry.
They were very unhinged at that time, and you hear, and they suddenly just start falling down,
Okay.
and they land on top of you, unless you want
Okay.
to try to dodge out of the way.
Um, this is one of the times that I've run back in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me. I mean, of course, I'll try. You want a deck save?
Deck save, please.
Uh, not good. 10.
10. So you take
Yeah.
a whopping 59 point HP points of damage.
Oh, only 59? Wow.
59. And if you want to
Okay.
know how much damage that you could have potentially gotten, it would have been 79 HP lost.
Right.
Ow.
So,
All right.
massive amount of damage hitting you right atop the noggin.
Ow.
79 is almost exactly enough to knock Eleanor unconscious.
Right?
Just for the sake of perspective here.
I feel like I have too much HP. Like, are we supposed to take max?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
we are?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right. I see. The DM's playing softball. Fine.
I'm taking this
Alright.
more seriously now.
He's severely inconvenienced.
Oh, yes. How dare. All right. On my noggin.
Now, you're still conscious, but you are under, roughly from what you can tell, 5 steel beams. Or what it feels like 5 steel beams.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let me see. I have a message. Message. I'm still conscious. Okay. I guess I'll try and fail to shift them, and when that doesn't work, I'll just. Did Eleanor's message get to me?
Yes. That time the
Okay.
message would have received for you.
Okay. So I'll just send a message to Eleonora that says stuck, and, and then I will. The What happened to the people I was leaving out? Because if this was, or had I found any yet?
Um,
Like, are they under here with me, or were there any? Like, had I not found any this time,
you
or
didn't find anyone
okay?
when you were like just got in and a few went
Yeah,
into
yeah,
a
yeah.
room and then it fell down. So like you were just in there looking for people.
Okay.
As Eleanor gets the ping back from the message that she sent from when she's just going to look directly at Arjan and go, "You might want to go back into the building when these stuck. Probably there's a pile of rubble in there, and
Immediately
you're the
after,
strongest of all of us, so you're probably the best one to go."
like, as she's saying this, Winley probably sends another message that says, "Don't let Archon do anything stupid."
The ping
Without,
back from
yeah.
Eleanor goes, "No promises, but he's coming."
Yeah, I was gonna say as soon as I think he probably stopped listening as soon as he heard, yeah, she's still in there trapped. Boom, he just bolts.
So
Yeah, he would just
so
bolt.
Ellie's ping back goes, "No promises. He was on his way as soon as I told him."
Yeah, so yeah, Archan would definitely would make a beeline, bobbing and weaving, probably all but bowling over the contingent of guards that's supposedly on its way.
Yeah.
Imagine Fezzik from Princess Bride. Everybody move! He just does that and parts them.
And you you run as fast as possible. Like literally, imagine you being like
60 feet per turn.
yeah,
He's
like
sprinting.
actually, I would wave it and say that you're going 90 feet per second as you bolt, like literally, like
Okay.
Top Gun straight back, and you get there at reasonable time, and
Okay.
it's still in the. You see on the outside, the building is still in the same ruined state that it was in before,
Yeah.
except for like a
Okay.
certain room that has less of a ceiling than before.
Okay. And that's when Archan would think, shit, I probably should have asked where she was at in the rubble. Oh well. And he would try to gingerly climb to and through where that ceiling seems to have dropped in.
All right. Um.
Fairness, Swimley's ping back did not specify where she was.
Yeah.
um.
Sorry, I'm back.
That's okay.
I could hear a little girl that lives on my floor running around. So I wanted to say hi.
um. Archon, can you roll me a dexterity as you climb with disadvantage?
Okay, just straight decks.
Straight dex with
Okay.
no straight dex with disadvantage. That's that.
Okay. Gotcha. Um. Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Okay. For some reason, it's not rolling both, so there
It's
we
a two.
go.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. Almost. Yeah. 8. Yeah. 6 plus 2.
Um. So as you try to climb on up, you get clearly to like 3/4 of the way up before exhaustion hits your body from running, and you fall back on down.
Okay. And with his, however, 200 plus pounds plus the 100 pounds of gear, probably jostle a few other things loose on the way.
All the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you clearly fault do lose. Let's see.
Yeah.
A few of your items.
Ah, crap.
You do lose some of the food packages
Okay.
and the rope, if you have any.
Oh,
Oh no.
Okay. Yep, I did have some hemp and rope. There we go.
And how much gold do you have again?
Exact. Well, 404 gold. I have it do 404 gold, 50 silver, 99 copper, 5 platinum.
All
I
right,
broke it up because I'm weird like that.
all right,
Just in case, diversify the currency.
all right.
Gold 404 error.
Yeah.
That's good to note. Good to note.
And then you lose everything.
Yeah.
Um, actually, that's all you lose on your first attempt.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to try to do?
Mm. I think he would probably pause for a moment to try to get a breather. Should I assume then that he has one level of exhaustion?
Yes.
Okay, let me go ahead and do that. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think he would probably pause to get a breather, feeling himself winded from sprinting as much as he did. Yeah. Okay, hence the disadvantage, yeah. Gotcha. So, yeah, he would take a breather and then see if he could find Officer Brandt
As you
to
look around,
give him a hand.
as you look around, you do see that some of the officers that were on the outside. You don't see Officer Brandt per se, but you do see two of the guards that were accompanying them. Oop.
oh shit, I did it again.
You
Sorry.
did.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Oopsie, I did it again.
you do see two officers that were accompanying Officer Brandt during that whole spiel of the murder case.
Okay. Yeah, Archen would immediately go over to them, probably breathing heavily. Excuse me, where's Officer Brandt?
Officer, Officer Brent has currently on the inside seeing if there might be a few people underground, specifically
Yes,
the
I.
prisoners section. So
Which way did she go? As one of my companions went running in right before the explosion, and apparently she survived, but sent a message to one of our others, a bird folk. She's buried somewhere in there. How can I get in?
just use that ladder right there, and he points towards a sort of makeshift ladder
Okay.
that the officers are using. Just make sure to not try to put too much weight on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to hear about a ladder.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, especially since, let me just double check. Let's see. Trying to find a
Don't fall on your
description.
ass.
Yeah, he's 235 pounds and has about 130 pounds worth of equipment on him.
All right.
Yeah, 360. Yeah. Ooh, okay. He would pause for a moment and think, shit.
You can either use
Okay.
that or take the chances of going inside to see if there's some stairs. If they're still intact, that is.
Okay. So the ladder, is it going down in somewhere or is it going up?
It's going up.
Okay. And how fragile? I mean, is it so? It's a makeshift ladder. It's not. It's not a regular ladder or anything that was brought in.
No. It's just um it's just a sort of makeshift ladder. It does have some durable parts, but it's obviously makeshift.
Okay. Yeah. Well, in that case, he's gonna go for the ladder, but he's going to drop his. You know, I'm presuming he doesn't have his backpack and bedroll things like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
with him. He's not walking around town with a backpack, so he should have less. The majority of it's going to be his chainmail, uh, mace, shield. You know, he's probably got that stuff on him. So he would drop the shield, try to, as quickly as possible, remove his chainmail, drop his weapons belt with his crossbow bolts and his mace, and so that would drop him by 70 pounds.
yeah. All right.
He's dropping 70 pounds worth of equipment. 71 actually, crossbow bolt case, and you know he's keeping his money purse on him. He's probably got that. Not with all of his gold. He's probably carries about 100 gold on his person at any one time.
All right. All right.
But yeah, so he's going to keep that. But basically drop all the other extraneous equipment so that he's all just over his typical body weight of 235.
All right. Um.
And then he's going to try and climb the ladder.
All right. Can you roll me 2d100s and you will take the lowest one?
Okay. Okay, 35 and 43, so 35.
35. You, as you climb on up, you get about the same amount of steps up to where you were before, and you hear a crack,
Crap.
and you look under, and you do see that the step that you were just on started to break,
Oh no!
and you hear the one right below it start to crack, and then another.
You mean the ones that I'm standing on?
Yes, the ones that you
Okay.
are standing on, and the ones that you were just standing on,
Okay.
and they're starting to split right down the middle. And if you want, you can try to go quickly up the ladder, but you will have to do a dexterity with disadvantage.
Okay. Um, in this, probably with, trying to think quickly, just in this brief moment, does he have would I have any insight as to how much time I have? Like is it just cracking? Like, do I hear it just starting to crack, or is it actually? Am I feeling it begin to buckle underneath his weight?
Um, you do feel like some of them are like already have been starting to crack under your weight, but you
Okay,
do not know if any of them have been fully cracked.
compromise. Okay.
Um, and
Well, I think yeah, I would definitely not go too quickly. Still trying, after thinking, definitely thinking back to falling down and probably not yet aware of losing a few things, but just thinking about falling down, he's going to try to take his time, but as soon as he feels one really buckling under his weight, that's when he's going to try to quickly get up. So he's just still going carefully, as quickly as possible while remaining careful.
all right. You get there at a more reasonable pace, and as you get on up, the whole middle section of the ladder splits, and both sides fall on either side of the street as you take your step onto the balcony or the little
Okay.
stand
Oh,
area.
nice. Ooh, I'm feeling it.
Yep.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Arjun?
Yeah. It's like, how long does that fly spell last again?
An hour.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh, this is
an
so
hour.
exciting and
Yeah.
fun.
Okay.
Well, not an hour, up to 10 minutes.
Gotcha. Um. Okay. Well, if he's browsing, pause for a moment, catches breath, survey the scene, and then go in through from the balcony indoors.
All right. You see that inside is what you would expect if Harky went into construction.
Oh,
Oh
Yep.
no.
Yep.
Just pure chaos and destruction.
You would not be wrong.
Yep. If you need something demolished, fireball. Okay. Let's see. Do I see anybody as I survey the scene? It's
It's
like how much light is coming? Probably part of the roof somewhere. Do I have any light coming through that he can navigate by?
you do have a few spots of light, um, and you do have night vision, right? Or dark vision?
No, no, he does not.
Oh, I thought Dragonborns have it.
No, no dark vision.
weird.
I know, right? One of the ones. Humans and Dragonborn. Actually, let me just double check that to be sure.
Centaurs don't have them.
Yeah.
Uh, I believe that Minotaurs don't have them. I might be wrong on that.
Uh,
Um, Warf, I believe Warforge has night vision, right?
Nope.
No, okay.
yeah, I'm seeing no Dragonborn. Uh, yeah, don't. Ability score speed.
All right.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, you do have a few patches here and there, but you cannot see the entire room. Like it's all dimly lit, and you do see that there
Okay.
is a few piles here and there. To be exact, you do see three piles of junk in a heap.
Okay. Uh, let's see. Well, the one thing he didn't drop. Let's see. I think he would first call out to, for Wenley. Wenley, are you in here?
If I hear him, I will come back.
You do hear the sounds of a muffled halfling, and
No!
more of in the center area of the room.
Okay.
Oh no! Arjan, no!
Yeah, he would. In that case, he would. Call out. Okay, Wenley, I can hear you. Just keep saying something. I'm gonna try to find what you're under, and he'll follow the sound of her voice again carefully, especially since he's working with dim light. He's gonna try
Yeah.
to carefully make his way over to wherever he hears her voice.
Well, I'm sure Wenley is pretty well knowledged in what sounds carry well. So she's gonna save her breath and she starts to whistle. So he just hears this really breathless kind of squeaky whistling. But it carries through the din better than anything else. So that's
Yeah,
what she...
he would make his way over there.
And you said she's under steel beams? Is that what you said?
What you feel like 5 steel beams.
5 steel beams. Oh my god. She
we can
kind of
manage
like
jet fuel.
waves her little... Tom, did you really just say that? Oh my god. Legendary. Oh my god. Wow, that's okay. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it, Don. Uh sorry. She kind of like weakly waves a little arm at him and says, You shouldn't have done that. You had to get out.
Yeah.
And
As soon as he sees her arm sticking out, he's gonna make a beeline for it.
Oh my god, this shit's so Hollywood. My little movie loving heart is just eating it up.
as you head on over, you feel a sharp pain in your side.
Oh no.
How much AP do you have again?
HP.
HP.
Yeah. HP 128.
Oh wow, shit.
Yeah, well, plus side to a fighter with 18 Constitution, fighter paladin with 18 Constitution, and the tough feat.
Oh
Yep.
god.
What's your armor class again?
Well, he's not wearing any armor. Doesn't have a shield, so his AC is currently a 12.
Okay.
Oh nice.
Yep.
So no matter what,
Yep.
you said 120, right?
128.
128. Yeah, you all are level 8. So,
I think so.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my god. I can't handle it. What's gonna happen?
You take a sharp 98 pounds of
Oh,
brute force
oh, you didn't even get a save. Oh my god. Ah,
Mm.
that's
right into your side, Adaman.
Okay.
As you see this ginormous metal beast come out of invisibility,
Okay.
and you are sent flying and hit the wall right beside you.
Okay.
And that's damage is included with that 98.
Gotcha.
Eleanor, knowing nothing about this, is just kind of sending a message out to Arjun. Have you managed to find Winley yet?
I think what you would get back is probably first. So first he would reply back, yes, and something that just attacked me.
Okay, follow me. We're going back.
I and he will just chase
no.
after.
Yep. And as soon as as soon as Archan can recover, just probably dazed a bit after being sent flying, he would look up to looked at whatever attacked him,
Uh,
if it's still there.
yes, you do get a good glimpse at what attacked you. From what you can tell, it does look like a massive armored being.
Okay.
Oh no.
Does it look like a Warforge? Warforged, is it bipedal, quadrupedal?
Yes, it looks exactly like if a Warforged had went all Hulk.
Oh, so basically it looks like a scaled down version of the Hulkbuster armor. Great. Or maybe not so scaled down. I don't know. Okay. Okay.
And you do see that on the right arm is, from what you can remember, the same weapon that attacked and was used during the murders.
Oh fuck!
And you do see a giant red pout, uh, red ring on the sort of um, the middle of it.
Yeah. Where it had hit me, where
Yeah.
it got me. Yep. Blood. Okay.
Oh fuck!
Okay. About how far away is it?
Oh, it's right on top of you.
Oh, it's right on top of me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please,
Well,
Eleanor showing up on the scene.
yeah. Well, with that, I think Archan would probably, look at it. You know, nice little surprise. I've got one for you. Breath weapon. Point blank.
Does that require any rolls?
DC 15 Constitution save. And it's a DC saving throw. Yep, 15. Creature takes it. Okay, it takes full damage on a fail, half on a save.
All right. You see, as you like breathe out, as you breathe out, a few of its joints have been um, freezed up for a second, but the heat of the um, movements and steam clearly warmed up the cold
Okay.
around it.
I'd say with that, do you want me to roll initiative or anything? Or
If you want to go into a fight,
I mean, you're not giving them a choice of the matter.
yeah, I was gonna say I just
I mean, you did attack, so yes, do roll
yeah.
me initiative.
Okay.
Does that apply to Harkeen and,
8.
and I as well?
Crap.
Um, actually, on turn, do roll for initiative as well, but you're not going to be a part of it until after this round.
Alright. I double clicked my initiative. Damn.
Let's see.
It's like I'm
Initiative
walking way
does.
faster than Arjan just by dexterity.
Yeah.
Ooh. So, um, no matter what, the Warforge does go first.
It nat 20, didn't it?
Yep, and nat 20'd.
Wow.
And you see that it goes right on top of you. Plants one of its legs right on top of your legs or arm.
Sorry.
Probably about what it sounds like.
No!
Yeah.
Looks like this fight's gonna cost you an arm and a leg.
Oh! Why? Why? No!
And I would like you to choose which limb you want gone.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Holy shit!
Oh no.
Oh man! Well done, Armand! Armand.
That's gonna be his left.
Oh my god.
Okay?
Holy shit.
Farewell ability to use versatile weapons.
Yep. Well, good thing. Yeah. He can still use weapons. Can't use his shield, but
Yeah. So, you see that the hand with the weapon, the custom weapon,
nah.
like pop in, and then you see that it gets interchanged with an axe. And it goes right towards your left arm.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And you will be taking. What is this?
Shit.
Actually. Ooh. How much
Oh, no.
HP do you have left again?
Oh my god.
29.
29?
29. Yep.
Oh no.
You want to guess what just rolled?
Oh my
30.
god.
30.
Yep,
Ah!
30.
Yep.
Oh my god! I have to heal him!
Um, the axe goes right towards your left arm. And
No!
not only does it get clearly severed off
Oh my god.
and knocks you unconscious.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say Monsieur
please,
Shock.
roll me a death roll.
Oh no! Archer, no! Oh my god.
Careful what we wish for.
Yeah.
I'm so... Oh, you guys.
Okay, let's see.
If you want to blame anyone for this recent development, please blame Jack.
Excuse you.
Everyone, give her a hand.
Oh.
Ooh, yes!
I can't blame Jack.
Yes!
Not one.
Oh.
Don't blame me.
Wow.
Oh.
I can't blame Jack. They're too adorable.
Thank you.
Nice.
And what does not one do again for death rolls?
Two fails.
2 fails.
Yeah, two fails right off the top.
Oh
Yep.
no. When
So-
Ellie sees this, she's gonna be so pissed.
So
Yeah.
now, everyone else can join on in.
Ellie
Alright.
sees this, and as soon as she sees that, she's just
I'll,
incensed.
Oh, this is... Oh boy. Oh boy.
all right.
I really wish I had bought some potions.
Right? It's okay. It's okay. I have healing spells. It's fine. I
Actually,
can
but you're
cast from
also
under.
rubble.
actually,
I can cast from under bubble. My hands are free. I think.
yeah, you are technically. Actually, you know what? Do roll me initiative. You
Oh,
are
shit.
allowed to have a pre whatever.
I'm pretty sure I'm at the. I'm just put me at the end of the initiative order because, like, I mean, I guess I
Alright,
can
Harky-
roll it
Harky
initiative. I actually
has a game plan.
so. Oh yeah. Okay, I rolled a 12. So my initiative's 12. Oh my god.
All right.
But actually, it's before Ellie, so.
Oh wow, really? Okay. Well,
What's your initial, Ellie?
8. I was slightly ahead of Archon by way of dexterity.
Alright.
All right.
But yeah, Don's Herky's first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of all of us.
Yeah. I said you guys can do some pre stuff before anything happens. Else
well,
happens.
obviously, I'm gonna heal Artan. Obviously, because I
Alright.
love him.
Yep.
Uh,
Healing word.
yeah, I'm gonna catch healing word.
You're
You get eight hit points back.
All right.
Okay.
not down. You're still down. Well,
I mean,
yeah.
you're still in trouble, but
Excellent.
Okay.
oh
Ooh.
my god, there's just what's gonna happen?
Okay.
Before anything else, actually, you know what? Don and Eleonora, what else do you want to do before I?
God.
As soon as Eleanor sees this, like skids to a stop, and sees Arjan down there, her eyes kind of narrow, and the arcane focus crystal around her neck starts glowing. And her eyes start to crackle with eldritch power. You mechanical son of a bitch! Get the f- away from him! Eldritch Blast.
What type of damage is that?
Uh, do a thing to
Well,
help out.
first I have to roll 2 attacks, which I'm
Can I pause?
Hmm? Yeah, actually, go on.
16 and a 21.
Don, what were you saying? You cut out there for
Yep.
a second.
There we are. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right. So what I was going to do was pull this shit out. Twin spell, greater invisibility on me and Eleonora.
Oh. Yeah, but
Well,
that's only
Eleonora just
No, it's
already
a single
blew
target.
that because she's mad.
Uh,
uh,
uh, uh, greater invisibility only targets one. You can twin something that only targets one creature.
but
Save the twin for something important. Ellie's going in guns blazing, metaphorically speaking.
Take
you'll
the free
go
advantage,
visible
damn
again
it.
once you attack.
No, greater invisibility does not end when you attack.
Really? Oh, well, in that case,
Yeah.
shit. Two.
Okay, well, I'll take the advantage. Okay, so advantage on the first shot, 21.
Okay, 21. Actually, let's see. Damage.
Go
On the
ham.
second shot, 22.
Oh, shit. Everything's.
You see that both attacks hit successfully.
Oh, shit.
However,
Of 9 force damage.
it does look like it's mostly unfazed by the damage.
As it happens, the greater invisibility around Eleonora just kind of shimmers out, and all he sees is one very, very pissed off
A greater
Falcon
invisibility
girl
doesn't end.
Wait, no, it's greater. It's greater invisibility.
all they can see is just like bolts of like purple eldritch light coming out of
Oh.
a shimmering spot in the air. And then Ellie will move away.
Alright. I would assume that
I feel like Eleonora is always just on the edge of going full evil. Like, she's always one bad day from just becoming a supervillain. I love that about her.
Not from becoming a supervillain, but definitely one bad day away from becoming a full-on vigilante.
Yeah.
And besides this thing fucked with someone she cares about.
Yeah.
And now you have the ability to wail on it without it doing much else.
Damn.
I would assume that everyone except for Archan and Jack are within 10 feet of it.
But we are
After she
invisible.
moved, after firing those shots, she ain't.
Yeah, we are invisible now, so technically we can't be targeted.
Oh no, this doesn't even matter if it needs to target.
Oh dear.
You see that the right arm with the axe starts to swing around. And everyone, make me, if you're within 10 feet, a dexterity saving throw.
Are we within 10 feet of it?
You and
It's on
Archan.
top of me.
Okay, so definitely within 10 feet of it. Make a dexterity saving throw?
Yep,
And
dexterity
I'm gonna
saving
roll
throw.
with disadvantage. Yep. 4.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead
11.
and roll. I'll go ahead and roll the dexterity save just to see. But
11.
Everyone, hmm, you all get a great helping of a slash either through your stomach or your face
Oh, shit.
as the axe goes straight through all your thing, and all of you get 21 points of slashing damage.
Alrighty, and now
Damn.
correction. I take 10 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
Uncanny dodge.
alrighty. Greater
So
invisibility is still up.
yes. So under the invisibility, Eleanor just kind of rolls out of the way like getting a little cut along one of her wings.
And that brings Archan back to death saves.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty.
Oh, wait. Hold up. How much damage was that?
21.
21.
Oh, Oh, no!
I
I'm
believe that.
Well,
I believe that.
though I do want, if Wenley's buried, would that have actually protect her from the swinging of the axe?
Arguably. Was it like...
that should count as cover, could it not?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! Do I have cover?
It is as much cover as you can have.
Oh, nat 20. Nat 20 on the death save for Archan.
So
Woo!
I
Nat 20
rolled
means you're
Just
back
to
up.
coast on those death saves.
That means
Yeah.
you're back up, yo.
Yeah,
Back up
yeah,
with 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rocking him like an orc.
Like, oh god. He's definitely praying, oh god.
Oh, God.
I keep seeing a light and then it goes out.
And you see. Yeah, actually, you are covered, Unwinley, so you don't take that damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Phew, because otherwise the healer was going to be down. Shit.
And
Ah,
everyone should be down a few HP. And Archon does get back to semi-state after losing
Yeah,
his left arm. And let's see.
Unfortunately, he breathes cold, so he can't exactly cauterize the wound.
What else do you have?
I know what I'm going to do if we manage to drive this thing away.
Do Dragonborns have tails?
No, they don't.
No, they don't. Okay. Actually, you know what? As a fun little thing, um, due to the weight of the other foot on that arm, on your right arm, you hear it snap.
Oh. Okay.
And you don't
did
sense.
he already lose a leg?
He lost.
No, that lost his left arm. And his right arm is now broken.
Holy fuck! Okay. So I have some bad news. I just got called to go drive a friend to work. So I will be gone like 10 minutes. Considering we're in the middle of combat though, I'll probably just hand Wenley over to Ron.
Oh,
Okay.
no, it's all
Yeah.
good. It's all good because we're
Okay.
going out of combat now. So.
Oh, we are. Okay.
So
all
you
right.
don't have to worry about it. And we're going to
Okay.
let you deal with your thing. So head on off, do what you need to do.
Okay.
Eat.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty.
Whew.
Would you like to know what I'm actually planning? Alrighty. Harky is going to scamper over, the invisibility fading out, and he's going to put a hand to Arjan's shoulder. Hold on, this'll hurt. Ready?
Great. Ugh,
And what-
as close as I can be.
And what he does is he actually hands over his dagger, hilt first, to bite down on.
He
Oh,
would. He
And
would.
in Harky's hand, he would create a firebolt and use that to cauterize the injury just by holding it closer to the injury.
Actually,
oh,
he the giant Warforge is still there. He did not
Ah,
leave yet.
you said we dealt with it.
I was
Huh?
gonna say we might want to hold
Yeah.
off on anything
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
until we get rid of
Yeah.
this freaking
Yeah.
You want
Warforged.
to rewind a bit, Don?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Since that guy's still up, twinned chaos bolt on him from the invisibility the shenanigans, since it's still going for about a minute.
Okay. So what type of damage is that?
It's all determined.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Chaos Bolt. Yeah.
21.
Hits.
Okay, let's see what that is. A 4 and an 8, so
alright. I'm off, guys.
5.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
I gotta open up the spell. Bolt. So it's either a 4 or an 8 in damage type.
Hold on.
I've been misreading it, and come on.
I have to get back into the game because I accidentally clicked the tab.
I got time.
All right. Um.
Okay, it is going to be thunder damage. 14 thunder.
14 thunder.
And he would have twinned that, so 13. I'm guessing that wouldn't hit.
Wait, for your roll, it would have been the accuracy again.
I am invisible there. It cannot see me, therefore I have advantage on it.
All right. Um. Okay, for the first one, it definitely hits. For the 14. But the second one misses entirely.
That would have been good damage too. Alrighty.
You also see that it looks slightly worse than before, but still standing right on up. And you see it look on up. And it just jumps out of the wall. And you see a portal open on up below where it's falling. Goes right on through and thus disappears through it. And the portal closes on up.
Huh. Alrighty.
As soon as it's gone and the greater invisibility drops, Eleanor's just gonna like try to find a like standing pillar that's not heavily damaged and just kind of punch it and go.
And Harky will cauterize Arjan's wounds.
Yep, two of them, one in his side and then the other in his missing arm.
Actually, anyone want to check how that other arm is doing?
You mean the left one? Or the
Actually,
right?
Harky, are you close enough to see what that right arm looks like?
Well, he did go over to cauterize Arjan's wounds with the careful fireball. Not fireball, firebolt.
Yeah,
That
careful
was
fireball. It's like, is there such a thing? Delayed blast fireball. That's the closest you can get to a careful fireball.
Well,
right?
I do have careful spell.
Ah, true. There you go.
Um, as you do get close, um, you do see that there's is a noticeable gap, not only on the left arm, but also the right one.
Oh no.
So Archin would look over and kind of look at his left arm because he definitely felt that one. I'm assuming from the sheer shock, he didn't feel but heard the cracking of the right arm.
You heard the
So he would
cracking of the
look,
other one.
yeah, he would look over and what exactly does he see? Like, as in his right arm is also missing or
You do
severed?
see that your right arm does was in the same position that it was, but you do see both a noticeable crevice in it, as well as blood,
Okay.
sort of right in the middle of
Okay.
like the upper arm of it. So like right, like I believe it would be like your forearm would be. You see blood sort of coming out.
Okay. Oh, maybe almost like it was uh, the
Compound
Warforge
fracture.
was standing at the joint of his elbow, and so it started to lacerate the arm.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
Eleonora, uh, get Winley out. And Harky will cast Fly on Arshan again and guide him out.
Yep.
Of course,
And
he's
he's
not
definitely
leaving the arm
probably
behind.
out of it.
Yeah.
And
Eleanor is going to try. She's not the strongest person, but if anything, right now she's running on adrenaline, and you know what adrenaline does to people.
mm-hmm.
All right. So I would say I will allow you to have roll a strength roll with advantage. 12.
No, 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 no. That's not gonna fly. I'm gonna use an at 20 on now. I'm using
Actually,
the other
you
20 for
already
Bentley.
just rolled, so we're going to keep that roll. I'm not going to allow you to re-roll or use any of the credits.
Okay, fine. Yeah, but yeah, a 12. 12.
12.
For those of you who are not able to see my character sheet or watching this, my strength mod is 0.
Yeah.
It could be worse, but
Excellent.
hey, great.
I do see that you do get a +1 to that.
Yet, um, um, I was rolling a strength.
Uh,
Mm.
I
I
just want like a
think you meant a
straight.
strength check. You meant a strength
Straight
check,
check.
didn't you?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think I like the save better.
Yeah.
So 9. Uh, you try
That's
to
just straight die.
you try to get everything off, but all you were able to do, you just like you see the pile around it, and you were only able to get majority of the dust and papers off, and you barely get like um the upper layer of heavy stuff, which would include a desk, two steel beams, and a lot of bricks.
alrighty. And as Harky
Give
makes his way
us
out,
that strength right now.
yeah, as Harky makes his way out of the building, the two guards are still there.
And certainly by that time, they heard and seen what happened. At least heard of like the tremendous hit in Archan's stomach and seen what um, condition he is in. And they called over a medic to deal with Archan, and they
All
send
right.
like an entire squad up.
And you can just hear from inside, could someone get in here and give me a bloody hand? I'm not built for this kind of lifting, you know.
Yeah, you see that like if three of the police officers in the squad, like an orc, minotaur, and some other one. Like they all clearly take off the um, all the weighted um, groups, all the heavy stuff, and they pull out our Unwinley as safe as possible, and we will deal with her Unwinley when Jack gets back. But let's go over to back to what our lovely now less than
Hole.
Less than a
less
whole.
than
Yeah.
whole dragonborn. By now you are semi-conscious. You're still a little bit woozy because you are losing good amount of blood, but you're still not dead.
Hmm. Okay.
The
Yeah,
medics,
because I'd say unless if they he's I'm still at 1 HP then if they haven't cast anything yet.
Yeah.
yeah, they've before they do any sort of healing, they do patch up both arms, um, and they also put your stub arm
No.
into a sort of sling and also patch it up. And they
Okay.
start casting heal, which would restore you back to half HP.
Okay.
And Harky's just gonna mutter in Draconic. Dang Tiamat, that lost you.
Ugh. See, yeah, so that's gonna be Tiamat or Bahamut or someone. I think he's probably still a bit, having lost so much blood and just with everything recovering from the shock, he's definitely still kind of out of it.
Yeah. Um, you were able to, heal.
Uh, yeah, if he's
Yeah,
a half HP, so 64 HP.
yeah. Um, and one of the medics, which obviously for Harky, you can see that it is more of a cleric-looking person. Sort of indicates you to come on over to the side.
Harky will scamper over.
And the medic goes on one knee. I'm sorry, but we, we did everything we could, but I do not believe we can help your friend and gain his arms back on. As we would recommend for the time being, let him heal, and we would recommend that he will get some. I don't. Um, some fitted arms to help assist what he just lost. we would recommend trying to go find a surgeon or someone who knows how to reattach more mechanical arms for what he, you know.
Harky already has an idea.
Oh crap.
And the medic does stand back up and make sure our Chan is all good. And then both medics will go back to having to try to heal up as many people as possible.
Meanwhile, Eleanor's still digging through the rubble, going, "Oh, come on! I'm not going to die today!"
Um, what exactly are you doing?
She's still trying to dig through the rubble while waiting for the other people to help her.
No, no, they helped you. They helped you,
Oh,
and they got um and Winley out. But obviously, Jack is not back just yet, so I want to keep that. You know, you can obviously um do something if you want, with helping her down.
yeah.
But
And she's just kind of standing back and out of the way because of her failure to be able to do this on her own. She just kind of looks over at the slight wound that is on her wing on there. Then the most she the most she could do was kind of startle it with a flashing light show and just kind of mitigate her own damage on there. And she's just even more angry than she already was.
all right.
It just kind of wanders outside and just kind of sits down near the entrance on there with one of her sets of hand talons just kind of over the spot on her wing and just a very dark and somewhat depressed look in her eyes.
But yes, that's Harky's idea.
All right. As you are all um dealing with that, you see Officer Brandt walk on up to Hark to both of you actually. Do you know exactly what happened here?
Harky will say, "Big robot, same weapon." Well, he'll point to the mark on Archan's chest that has the same style as the murder weapon.
We found that missing Warforged, and they
Warforge
attacked
is
us.
the assassin.
They attacked us. Nearly freaking killed us. Just about, just about literally did kill Ashen.
You see Officer Brandt get walk on over into a side alley and pardon my language and pardon the few seconds of silence, but you hear her say, and she comes back on it.
Yes, my sentiments exactly.
And you see that her fist seems a little bit more bloody than before she entered the alley.
The arm that Eleonora has is kind of over her wing, probably would be as a little well from having punched the pillar while she was inside.
At least you all made it out alive. Obviously not intact, but alive. That's good.
Strong enough to stop it. I'm not strong enough to stop. All, all I could do was distract it for a second before it just went right back to trying to cleave us apart.
Um.
Har-
Oh, go on.
Harky will walk over to Eleanor and pat her on the leg. Did best we could. Next time I see, I'll turn to molten pile of slag.
Yeah, can't help but think back to those bloody coins. You know, get your face on a coin unless people who mint the coins think something of you, and unless it was just the children who minted them themselves, and even then they wouldn't be taken as legal currency. I can't help but think what that means and the weight of that expectation. And I look at myself now, and I'm not there. I'm not even anywhere close.
Alright, Harky will crook a finger, almost asking her to lean over,
And she does.
and then he just pats her across the beak. No, do not put self down. Did the best you could.
This is why I got in touch with the Raven Queen in the first place. You know, this is why I have this. And she briefly takes her hand away from her wound to point to her arcane focus. I need to be strong. I wanted to be stronger. I wanted a more reliable power, not just rely on the whims of chance and fate. I wanted something I could depend on, and here we are. I'm no less certain than I was before this power. I'm no more certain than I was before this power. I might be less certain. I'm so confused I can't even speak right now. That's how you know things are messed up. I can't even speak properly.
I'm back, sorry.
It's all good.
But that's basically what Harky would have said.
I don't know if I need to go deeper into this power. I don't know. Maybe I'm being punished for getting away from my roots. Maybe
And you see Officer Brandt come on over. This gives you the biggest tug that she could. And just to try to calm you down.
Ellie will kind of lean over and kind of give her a gentle nuzzle with her beak.
And she just, you know, obviously gives her, Eleanor does a pat and a head rub.
I only know one thing. We see that damned little thing again.
Will
Leave
oblige.
enough, Hockey.
Yes.
Leave enough attack so I can tear it apart with my own talons.
He gives a nod.
And next time I'll have my armor on. That's what Archan's probably slowly coming out of his daze. And that's when he would chime in.
And Eleanor just kind of looks over at Arjan. Oh no, I just thought of something. Work's going to be a little more difficult for you, isn't it?
What is it? I think the humans say, where there's a will, there's a way.
We'll get in touch with Odyssey to make a mechanical arm.
Arms.
Like arms, yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait a
Oh,
second.
so basically, okay, so the clerics
wait a
did
minute.
basically say they couldn't.
And Eleanor was completely not paying attention to that because she was just kind of in her anger disassociative state. Um, so she'll just pop up with it. Wait, what do you mean arms plural?
Uh, Clerics couldn't heal broken bone.
And you look on over and you see that the only thing that really remains is half of um, Archan's upper arm, right arm, and no left arm.
Oh, believe me, they hurt like hell. The hells. Excuse me.
Eleonora?
At this point, Eleanor is just going to silently get up, go back into the building, and she's going to try to see if she can find any kind of trace, like remaining arcane residue from whatever the heck it was that Warforged used to bamf out of there. And as she's doing this, she's just going to silently clutch her arcane focus and go, Raven Queen, you are the first deity in my life that I've ever had any actual devotion for. Guide my senses now. Lead me to the truth, so I can find that which attempted to bring a premature end to your servants, and give it true justice. And then she'll reach out with her arcane senses to try and see what she can find of whatever is left of the.
Alright, do you have any spells that indicate magic?
I don't have any spells that like detect magic or anything like that. She's just trying to reach out with whatever senses that she has on this, and it should be noted she's not trained in Arcana because she literally only learned magic when she learned Bard stuff from Wenley.
Alright.
But she's going to do her best because, like Harky said, only do what she can at the moment. And since she can't stab anything, this is our next best course of action.
All right. You try to get a sense of the area, any magical residue. You do sense, obviously, a residue of the.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, your mic is being weird. Yeah, your mic is weird. Hey, your mic. It's.
Oh, it's kind of buzzing.
I was talking. Can you hear me
Yep.
now?
Yeah, there's no
Okay.
buzz now. So
Would anyone
That's weird.
anyone want to fill in what has been happening while Jack was away?
Oh my god, did you kill my boyfriend?
No.
Oh, Archan's still alive. He
Okay.
it just cost him 2 arms to survive.
well,
Two
one,
are-
one and a half to be precise.
No, one and a
Like
Oh
quarter.
my god.
Because he still has the upper
Oh,
portion of the upper
holy
portion.
shit.
Yeah,
So
and
he's
and
using
the war, we were able to get Winley out. Well, the police officers were able to get Winley out. Eleanor tried, it failed miserably, and she's been extremely furious with herself since.
Oh no! And
and
Winley cost Archon both his arms?
Yep.
Oh my god.
and Harky wants to go find Odyssey and pay for mechanical arms for him.
You know what I just realized? I went into this church parking lot to turn around, and I don't think I can turn around here. So,
GG Nori.
man, I hope they're not like, what are you doing in our church parking lot? Rah. Say, I'm sorry.
I do donuts in a church parking lot from time to time.
uh,
Is there anything that I need to roll at this particular time? Like, I know
alright.
I don't have any spells to detect magic or anything, but Arcana check.
Um, I mean, you don't feel any sort of other than like the sense that magic has been used. You don't feel any sort of specific like resource that it's like what the type of magic that was used or the where the it went. No sort of tracking. You do only really sense that magic was used.
Nora's just gonna sigh, quietly sigh to herself. Why do I expect better of myself?
And you do see that both of your silver scaled friend um, are still lying in the same position that they were before they were cut off, or after they were cut off.
Oh my god. So his arms are just like laying there?
Uh, medieval
Unless,
medicine was not advanced.
yeah. Um,
At the very least, Eleanor will take what's left of the arms out and bring them out on there, realizing the morbidity of the situation, but still kind of feeling some kind of duty to her her uh, dismembered friend.
Oh my god.
Uh,
I didn't find anything
would you say
useful about
he's
what
disarmed for
that
now?
time and a place. Um, but I didn't find out any. I couldn't sense anything useful about the kind of spell that was used. There's nothing left of whatever it was they cast.
Not quite.
I think we've no more leads now than we did when we came into this place.
Uh, what?
You
Uh,
guys still here?
Eleonora, find Odyssey.
Right. And she'll take to the skies to head towards the magic college.
All right.
And Harky will be casting as a ritual detect magic.
Aye.
Ooh.
And yes, he does have that.
Can you post that in the thing so I can read? Okay. Um.
I'll just be walking around where the thing teleported out.
All right. You do sense the residue of uh of heavy, like high levels of illusion magic in the corner
What?
um, of the room. If you go back up there,
Oh,
uh,
he is turning the place upside down.
yeah, you do have a sense of. You do see right under the floor what appears to be residue due of let's
Purple Bard, okay.
uh, let's see. Let's. Where is those? Are those rolls? Uh. Hoo, hoo, hoo. The same aurora that you would find from your chaos bolts.
So evocation.
Yeah, evocation, all over, at a much lesser degree. Like
All right.
it's blasted. Um, like it's not active anymore, but the residue of
Huh.
that magic is still there.
All right. First, Harky is going to investigate the high levels of illusion magic up in the corner.
Well, you do see that in that area, it appears to be no nothing there, but you do sense that it would have been the same size as the huge warforge that you battled.
All right, he is
Oh.
going to touch the thing.
Well, you don't feel anything, like, but you still see that the residue of that magic is still there, and as
All
you
right.
put, yeah, and you also see as you get closer to it, um, hmm, hmm, hmm. there's another like two levels of illusionary magic within each other. So it looks like both.
What? That's crazy.
And you, as you put your hand on it, you see that both your hand and anything that you're holding in goes invisible. But you do not sense
What?
anything in there. All you see is the other side of the wall.
Alrighty. Harky is going to go
Whoa.
in.
And as you do, it looks like nothing is in there, obviously. But you do see that on the ground, it looks like there has been an obvious dent in what looks to be uh, like something impacted the ground and made a huge sorrowful.
So the thing leapt in. Hmm. Alrighty. May I try to make an Arcana check to see who like who or what might have cast this spell? Because if I remember correctly, all spells have a sort of signature of who cast it.
Yeah, you can roll this Arcana.
Yay. Well, I will use Tides of Chaos to give that to 16.
Okay. Um, as you do, sorry, let's look around the magic. Um, you can only tell that this type of magic could not have come from that Warforge. And obviously, this person is skilled enough and um, knowledge enough to have been able to a make sure that huge that huge Warforge could not have been seen, nor could not have been heard.
Oh, Harky has a suspicion. And he will rejoin the group.
As you do, yeah, okay, yeah, you join back on it. Actually, it's almost 2 hours. What would you guys want to do?
Well, Eleonora's off to find Odyssey.
That's a magical college, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
And assuming she's flying full
hmm.
speed.
I mean,
Yeah.
she would have freaking bolted.
Yeah.
All right. Would you guys want to continue on for an additional 30 minutes?
I
Or
wouldn't
Sure.
mind.
I'll be heading home shortly, so
Because
hopefully I'll be home before we finish.
yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah,
already at 2 hours, so
Oh.
yeah.
Or, if you guys want to be done now, that's okay with
If
me.
if we don't, Harky will be paying as much as 1,400 gold for those mechanical arms.
What?
yeah. Remember?
He
Oh,
is a
wow.
he is a rich kobold. He hasn't bought a thing.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
So, at top speed, Eleonora would have gone there pretty quickly. And I would assume that you got through all the signatures, getting all in, and it takes you a few, like 15 minutes to get to where you were supposed to be going. And you get in front of a large door with an like Sylvian um, plaque um, with the words Odyssey on it.
Okay.
Oh shit.
She was politely knocking on the door, trying to remember her manners in her current frantic state.
Um, as you do, um, you hear both doors open, like a slow open, and you see that on the inside, it is just another. It looks like a researcher's laboratory with all sorts of jars full of eyes, uh, chemical sets, whole like wall of books, skeletons, the whole stick. And you see that the Odyssey slithers on up. What? How may I help you with?
Miss Odyssey, my name is Eleonora Raptyrix. I have a friend who needs your help. We're going to need about 1.25 mechanical arms for a dragonborn.
Oh my god.
Are you capable of doing this?
Well, I would need to see what needs to be added. Do you mind telling me where exactly he is at the moment?
I can do better than that. Would you be able to come with me?
Better yet, and she holds up her hand and you see right on the side of, of the wall door, you see a dark blue portal going up.
Castlevania intense device.
I can
It,
take you
it
there.
does. Is it a familiar looking portal?
Um, you see that it's like the same sort of mechanics as the portal that you saw earlier, but different colors. It's more fitting. Um, you can presume that the this whatever spell this is based off of the user's magical skills.
So basically, it doesn't have a similar aura to the Warforged on there. Okay. We were at the main branch of the Waterdeep God. Um, I don't know if you'd heard what had happened there.
Well, I've been in here for quite a while, but let's head on over now. And she flicks her hands up, and you see that on the other side of the portal there seems to be an image of what um, would kind of be where the door would be for the police office station. Um, and she sort of indicates you to go through first.
Eleanor is going to, in her current state, she's kind of in a heightened state of awareness, kind of a heightened state of awareness, kind of shaky right now, halfway to paranoia. So she is going to go through, but she's going to kind of go through while keeping an eye on Odyssey as she goes.
All right. You are able to go on through the door, and you're able to go to sort of exactly where you were before you
Um,
left, and you do see
sorry?
um,
I don't. Sorry.
um, you do get to the obviously you see everyone.
You've got gloves, right? Okay, good.
Um, yeah, you
Uh,
see where everyone
I always
is.
spray my cards when people don't have gloves on.
You see exactly where everyone is. Um, and you see the um, Odyssey come on right behind you, and she sort of flicks closed the portal as she exits it. Now, is this the man who you're talking about?
And Eleanor will gesture over to Arjen. Arjen? Odyssey.
Ah. And she turns, Odyssey turns to Harky. Ah, I see that you're friends with the little one here. So you must be the people that I'm asked to meet with. Well, certainly at this time, you all might be a little bit preoccupied. So, I'll let you come on over and with me at this moment, so I can both get his new arms prepared, as well as discuss whatever happened here. And you see both of her hands cast cast a huge area of a portal and um, on the wall, on a nearby wall, enough to get allow all of you to enter in.
Okay, Harky is going to help Arjun up. Come on, up. Gotta get you new arms.
Wait, am I there?
Yeah, you are
Yeah.
still there,
Okay.
and don't
Uh,
worry about
Uh,
any equipment that you left behind. I will assure they will also be able to get over here as well.
wait, so who is this lady? I mean, I know it.
Odyssey, the UNT half breed that told us about this whole shenanigans.
Yeah,
Oh
this
dear.
is the
So
anti-half-breed artificer that
hold
we've
up.
heard about.
Without any discussion, we're gonna indebt ourselves to a creepy Yuan-Ti. Awesome! I am into this. We make the worst life decisions.
It's the
Holy shit.
it's the first thing Harky thought of since the clerics were unable to do anything.
No, I mean that makes sense. But holy shit, this is gonna backfire on us later, ending up in debt to this lady. Oh boy. Okay. Awesome.
And by the way, Eleanor is going to um, send a message over to Harky. She seems to possess a similar form of teleportation as that Warforge that we saw, but it doesn't seem to have the same aura, so I don't have any reason to suspect her at this time. Still, we should be watchful.
Always. I and he is going to nod to words. Gotta nod to Eleonora and just help Arjan through the portal.
Well, on the plus side, he can at least walk, but I think you definitely still have to guys probably still stay stay still coming out of shock. Just now starting whatever in there the severed.
And a little differently balanced now.
Yeah, yes, yeah. He's a bit lopsided, just slightly.
All right. Um, you all are able to get on through the portal, and obviously all the equipment that you guys left behind, including all of what Archan's armor.
What's been happening this whole time with Archane? When
Uh,
have they had a chance to talk? Is he conscious?
He's
Oh yeah,
he's
conscious.
he's
constant.
conscious. He's just
And
kind of
the bleeding
zoned
has
out.
stopped, so he's not bleeding out,
No, he's
right?
not
He's
bleeding now.
stable.
He's stable.
Oh God.
He's
Yeah, it's
stable.
So
definitely
I
more like
think Wenli has
shell
just been
shock.
like, yeah, she's just been like cradling him and telling him she loves him and that to stay with her and like, you stupid asshole, you weren't supposed to do that. Why did you come back in? What were you thinking? You better not die or I'll come and I'll hunt you down and I'll pull you out of the spirit world to beat you.
I'll have some. I'll pay for a resurrection spell just to kill
I will
yourself.
pay for a resurrection spell just so I can beat you black and blue for this. He
Um,
will turn into a very red dragon.
I'll punch you so hard you'll change your race.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. And she's just crying the whole time. But so she will not let go of Archen, by the way. As they go through the portal, she's like hanging on to him the whole time.
Yeah. All of you obviously get through, and you see exactly what Eleanor saw when she first entered in
Okay.
the build in the room. Just a pure lavatory, and
A lavatory? Like a
a,
bathroom?
Lavatory.
a
Okay.
lavatory, like a
Laboratory.
Oh, the
B,
laboratory.
B is in
Okay.
Bravo, not V is in Victor.
Okay, a
yeah,
laboratory. Yeah, okay, I get it. I
like
was like, excuse you?
yeah. You and she indicates um um for both of whoever is holding Archan to lay him down right on top of like a table. Um, what looks like to be like a doctor's table.
How much will cost?
Well, let me see.
Oh no.
And it takes her about 15 to 20 minutes, but and she comes back. I would say it will cost roughly to get a whole new left arm, as well as the quarters of the other one. 1,800 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Harky
Wenli
will
like
just
actually gives a cry at
um
that.
Harky will unclip his own coin pouch and put it down the table. Inside is 1,439 gold pieces.
Oh shit.
That with that, hearing that after he's had time probably look up and kind of wryly say, "I can't handle obvious, but there's 400 there. I have 100 all."
We'll figure it out. We'll get it. Just fix him. Help him.
Okay. What was the total again?
Uh,
1800.
1800.
All right, and Sparky, you had 1439.
Winley will
And
reach up around her neck and take off her necklace and hand it over. And it
well,
is set. I
Eleanor
want
is
to do
willing.
this though.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry,
Sorry.
but oh no, that's okay. Like just without thinking, uh, Winley takes off her necklace and hands it over.
Now, what do you think this might help with?
I imagine it's worth quite a bit.
Eleanor is taking 300 out of her pile since she already paid for the full course for learning how to use the calligrapher's tools, and puts it down on top of the pile as well. So really, we just need like 61 more, I think.
Yeah, 61.
And again, he'd be like, somebody else.
Well, this is part of what came with my background, and it's supposed to be pretty valuable, so it has a pretty significant monetary sum, but they didn't have an actual number on it. But
Um,
it's like a big emerald, basically.
um, well, I would not want to take something of greater points to you. And I assume that Harky will be taking the 61 gold out of Archan's
Yeah.
pouch, correct?
Mm. Unless he stopped, yes.
Alright. So yeah, Harky does take out the remaining 61 and adds it onto the pile.
The
Now,
fact that we coughed up that much money.
now, if you don't mind, I will be doing. Actually, do I would need that emerald for something,
She hands it over.
and she immediately goes over to a one of the side room areas, and it takes roughly 2 hours, roughly 2 hours for her in that room, and she comes on out, and you see that both of the her you see that she's holding two um, uh, um, arms, mechanical sort of arms, and they are sort of uh, uh, sorry, I'm blanking here. Both of them are sort of are looks almost dragon-like in shape. If you guys have seen the Star Wars: The Clone Wars animated series, oh, Jack, are you speaking? Can someone else speak for me right now?
Uh,
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Jack, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you.
Something like General Grievous's arms.
No. If you guys actually yes, kind of like a hybrid between what if you have seen Explorers, by the way. If you guys want to cover your ears, if you want to see, listen. Um, they're kind of like what um, Darth Maul's legs look like after the spider legs were taken off.
Ah, yes, I know those.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but more realistic to like what a dragon looks like.
So he gets dragon arms.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's more like it's still humanoid, but more
Draconic.
dragon like than what his original arms were like.
All right, so they're humanoid, but they're more draconic than normal.
Yeah, and right in the middle of that arm of the hand, you see that there, or at least for the right arm, you see that there the emerald that was given by uh,
Lindley.
Nwunli. Um, you see that that emerald is sort of embedded right into the arm, the
Ooh.
hand.
Ooh.
Yep. All right, let me repeat this for Jack. Um,
Okay.
did you hear exactly how I detailed the two new arms?
What did,
uh,
sorry, what's that?
Did you hear what the
No.
two new arms
No,
look?
I didn't.
Okay. So they basically. Have you seen Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the animated series?
No. Like,
Okay. Um, so the best way I can describe this is General Grievous. You know how his arms look like?
I guess.
Um, oh, okay. It's both of the two new arms are basically like they're still humanoid arms, but more
Hmm.
draconic than what um, Archan originally had.
I mean, are they like made out of metal or are they
Yeah, yeah.
flesh or what?
It's
metal.
it it's obviously to match the skin color, the scales. It's all
Hmm.
sort of like um,
Silver.
all silver like, um,
Okay.
and but it's like all
Okay, cool.
yeah, and you see that in the middle of the I said left hand, right, or the
Okay.
right? I believe I said right. Whatever hand I said. There's like an emerald, so that you gave her embedded right into the hand. And for those who can sense magic, which I think at least one of you who still has that spell casted, um, uh,
Well, if it took her 2 hours, I think that
yeah, um, yeah,
can.
it's would have been already over by then. You see that the emerald is designed in a sense to be more like what is around Eleonora's neck, and what, um, from what your guys' recollection, um, Iona's, sort of, um,
Are
spell.
you saying it's like a focus?
Yes, it is basically
Oh
another,
shit.
um,
Oh.
another source of a focus that Ar- Archen, if he so inclines, wants to go into another spell um, casting class, he is allowed to use it as an arcane focus.
Ooh.
Or if it requires it being having a having a spell that requires an arcane focus, he could use it as an arcane focus.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But only in that hand. He can't like, oh, I want to use my other hand. That doesn't. It's that hand. He can only use it in there.
So it basically it's for his arm what a ruby of the war mage would be for like a sword.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
What? Oh
And
my god.
with that, you do get a bonus from these new arms, Archan, as he attaches them magically to your arm, the stubs, and they sort of intertwine, and you do feel a shock through your systems as these arms are like literally like embedding themselves with your nervous system.
Oh my god.
Um, you do get a new attack slot, a new attack system. You could
Nice.
use
What?
your claws just as if they were tabaxi claws. So whatever way method of using the tabaxi claws, you can do that as well.
Uh, so so they function
What?
just like tabaxi claws.
Yeah,
Alrighty, the does he get the climbing speed?
yeah. It's basically like if let's see
Here it is.
um yeah. You do get that stat.
Oh shit.
Thinking something like dragon claws and then that.
Yeah,
Wow.
draconic metal arms, and then for like the attack name, that's roll put down draconic steel claws.
Congratulations! Between this and your armor, you're now common rank.
Yeah.
Wow. That's insane. Oh shit.
They
I'm
both,
going
and
straight.
I just double checked. I was while all this was going on, I was like, aesthetic. Do I have it? Spot
By
right.
the way,
Last war.
Ron, we are hanging out. We are like gonna hang out and talk about this after game, right?
I won't. I'll have to go to dinner right after, but we'll
Oh,
definitely talk.
oh my god! I'm so we have so much to talk about.
It's best use of 1800 gold ever.
And with
Shit.
that, you also the half braid gives um, hands you a manual. Now there might be some hiccups when they start using them, so please do not exert yourself. However, you could, if you go to one of the many shops, any of the mechanics shops around here, you could interchange them with their custom arms that they can use for
What?
Warforge.
Oh my god.
Just out of curiosity, if I may ask, how familiar are you with the creation process for building a full-on Warforged? I hope you don't mind me asking. I'm just rather curious because I don't know that much about artificery
His
myself, and
fucking
I'm
hot,
always up for learning new
swappable
things.
arms.
Yep.
You see, I am one of the creators of the Warforge.
Uh, Eleonora, I know you're very curious, but maybe this can wait and we can get him home.
Alright,
You're right. Right. My apologies.
Really?
if you guys need to, please head on out. If you need to, make sure to come on back here after you're all healed up so I can check in and tell you all about the man who you just tried to encounter.
Oh
Answer
dear.
would be nice.
Well, you two can stay behind and ask questions if you like. I'm taking our turn home.
Yes, I think it'd be best for us all to get home. We've all had a very long day and we need to rest.
Mm.
And with that, she opens up a portal. And on the other side, you do see the entranceway to your lovely tavern,
The dancing badger.
the Dancing Badger.
Oh my god.
And with that,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
we end our ascension here.
Ah!
So, how do you guys feel about me being a little more harsh on you guys?
I loved it. It's
Totally
amazing.
fine. Totally
Finally.
fine.
I
Yeah.
mean, sorry, Ron, sorry, Archan, but
No,
it
no,
was really
no.
good.
I think Archan's just kind of looking at new arms, trying to get kind of flex, kind of closing fists.
Yeah, it was so boring how we never had any problems.
And then
Like
this.
everything was going our way.
Uh,
Well, even this did get fixed a little easily, but
A
you
little.
know.
But
And
that
now
thing
Ellie's got
still.
something to
A
angst
lot.
about besides her parents.
Yep. Besides, I'm sure it's gonna come back on
Oh,
us
oh, it is
in
gonna
a
come back.
really bad way.
Like,
When you want favors, that's always a good idea.
Yeah, I want I went into this session like from last one, knowing that I want to try to be a little more serious with, you know, like, oh, I've been literally handing out levels to you guys. You guys need to be like
Yeah.
challenged more. Like,
Don't act like that was your idea. I bullied you into it.
n-
But yeah, but honestly, that's my modus operandi. Twin greater invisibility on our damage dealers.
Yeah, that was
I
pretty
used
good.
it in the worst way possible.
and I trust you all. I am
Really? You shouldn't.
no. Well, what I meant to say is that I will warn you guys. This is just a taste of what I will be giving you guys henceforth. I will be doing more mundane, like happy-go-lucky sessions, but this is going to be, for the most part, kind of where I'm going to be heading. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing combat at each session like normal. Um, that's only when it is appropriate,
Hmm.
but I will be doing more of the. This is what you guys need to be doing at your current level. Obviously, you guys. Oh, before I forget, um, Harky, since you were not last, Don, you were since you were not
Yeah.
last here, you did get a little present from your father,
Oh.
Yeah, and we did not open it up, I don't think, because we
and
wanted to leave it for Parky.
do you want to guess what name I gave him?
What?
Jane Doe. And if you know anything about that name and pop culture, I think you will know exactly what the item might be. No, it's it's like Jane Doe. Like,
I know. I was just trying to fantasy spell it. Jane
Oh,
Doe.
all right.
actually,
Harky's going to approach the package. All right, back up 25 feet.
We already checked it, Hockey. It's not going to explode on us, but highly certain.
Can never be too sure.
as you open it up, inside is a cobalt-sized shovel, and you would immediately, Harky, know that this is the fabled cobalt market garden, and it has this effect: it will grant one random magical spell, or like magical enchantment, like thunder, like the added on effect of like one, like it normally hit with like a plus one d6 plus your strength. Oh, plus
Hey,
oh um plus one d6 of a random like added on like poison, thunder.
So basically, like using the same chart as my chaos bolt.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically a chaos bolt on top of like the market garden, but it only works. That added bonus roll is only effective if you're in the air. Like you have to be in the
No
air
fly.
for it to be working like that. Other than that, if you're on two, if both of your feet are on the ground or one of them, I will just do a normal strength, like 1d6 plus strength.
can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good.
And I thought, you know,
Oh,
Oh, this is gonna get crazy.
if you know
It's a good thing you know fly.
it, there's a specific reason why I gave you that. And if you know exactly the reference that I'm making with that, then kudos to you. Kudos to you. But yeah, that's it. Like I was saying before, uh, yeah, this is sort of going to be the mindset of like serious play style. Um, you're going to be like obviously there are going to be silly moments. No need to be like,
Oh,
it got so railroady.
uh,
Obviously, oh, yes, Don.
don't worry. It's going to be silly. There's Harky.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, it's our job to create the kind of campaign we want, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, yeah. And obviously, if you guys want to like, oh yeah, you know what? I completely forgot until now that um, remember that like at least Jack, Don, and Rob. Remember at like the beginning of the campaign when I said
Oh,
you, if you guys want to do your own story, like one shot story,
yeah.
yeah, I'm going to reenact that statement and saying that if you guys want to take a break from this and want to do a one shot, just say that in advance. Or if you want to run one,
Cool.
yeah,
I wouldn't mind running next week if people want.
yeah, like at any time, just message me in advance and everyone that you want to do it, like a few days head notice, so it won't be like, oh yeah, an hour before we're going to be doing this. That's make sure everyone has like enough time to create their characters and just tell them what is happening. Or if they want to do something in this campaign, obviously. But with that, do you guys have any sort of announcements that you want to be doing?
I actually have one.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Uh, I know almost nobody's heard of this band, but right now with this whole crisis going on, Shinedown is actually doing a thing, and this is just going to anybody who's watching. If it's going to YouTube, anybody there, help support them, and by that you're helping support any and all donations going right for our medical personnel. They need it, and Shinedown's just another one who's doing something about it.
What exactly are they doing though? They're matching donations.
Uh, what they're doing is they released a new song, Atlas Falls, and
Mm-hmm.
they're selling that merch on their official website, shinedown.com. Every
Mm-hmm.
time they sell Atlas Falls merch, they will send any and all money made to direct relief.
Excellent.
All right.
Wonderful. I am part of an enormous effort by sewists and sewers everywhere to make masks for medical personnel. So, if any of you guys have supplies or would like to donate to the effort and get sewing supplies and fabric for the masks, or if you know some medical personnel and would like um, to help them out, uh, contact me, Shoe Pixie, everywhere, or through Amon Doctor,
Hmm.
and reach out to help out.
And
And for my part, if you're not already following Casual Shadow JR on Twitter, you might want to because I've been playing Animal Crossing fairly religiously and I've been watching turnip prices like a hawk. No pun on my character in this game intended. Uh, so if I hit any large spikes, I will probably open up a dodo code for anyone out there playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, so that they can come and take advantage of when my turnip prices have hit high spikes and whatnot. And I usually am also, if anybody's tweeted out high prices, I'll try and retweet them as well, just to let people know that even if they're on like a declining pattern, there's still ways they can make a good profit off of turnips and
if there's no other announcements, again, I'm going to turn on this cam to see my not so lovely face. Um, this whole campaign and any campaigns in the future will be using our lovely donations to charity. So feel free to go to the donation links for charity, which should be indicated, or use right here exclamation point charity to get the donation link to my Trellify. And each donation can either go, will go to the charity for the campaign. Currently, we are doing Hope from Home, and you can see the donations for the how you can affect our lovely campaign with eh, um with I'm forgetting the words with the requirements. I believe it's $1. You can do actually here. Um, it's
$1.
$1 you can give anyone an inspiration. $2 and not 20 or not one to any player or DM. NPCs, yada yada yada, and feel free to you know donate away and see how you can affect our game. And with that, we are going to sign on off.